Welcome back to You're Done, the podcast for the girls, gays, and theys, hosted by me, Brendan.
And me, Tasha. And on our podcast, we talk about whatever we want. So strap in or strap on, because today we're yapping about Love is Blind Season 9. Yes. The horrible season.
I
but
mean,
it's like horrible in the best way.
Yeah. It was incredibly entertaining.
Incredibly entertaining.
But like, truly, as far as Love is Blind goes, it is like the most unsuccessful
completely
version ever. But who knew Denver was so nuts?
You know what?
I really wasn't expecting
I didn't expect that either. I thought they were all wholesome people that wanted to be in love.
Like corn-fed, like whatever. And no.
But no, diabolical.
Diabolical is a really good word for it. The entire season was unwell. And
everyone was You're Done.
You're Done.
Yeah.
And so we're recording this right before the reunion because we thought this would time well with it. So if you haven't actually watched season 9, now's a good time. Spoiler.
It's like all over online.
Totally. And also this might be a good way to catch you up so you can just watch the reunion.
Yeah, that's also very true.
I think I did tell you this, but separate love show, Love Island.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the last, obviously I watched the season we watched.
Yeah, but you didn't watch season 6.
I didn't, but instead what I did is just watch the reunion.
Yeah.
Because I watched so many recaps of so many things. I was
I'm
ready.
You had already seen it.
And it was worth it. So, and I think this reunion of this Love is Blind, my God, those are two really complicated.
Yeah.
Is going to be good.
I think so too. I saw the trailer and I was like, ooh. When KB was like, oh, I got some, like she was about to pull out receipts from her bra. Because Edna was like, I never did that. And she goes reaching, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah. Wow. Is it the season where the girl had it as a as an RFID on her nail?
What?
Where she shared I think it was Love is Blind, where she had a microchip put into the nail, into her nail.
No, girl, I don't know what show you talking about.
Yeah. I'll find the clip. I'm pretty sure it's Love. Yeah, I think it was Love is Blind.
That sounds illegal.
No, it wasn't. It was like she had her nail tech put in a little Bluetooth chip so that she could go over to somebody's phone. I think it was Nick, and she gave him the text messages. She's like, hold your phone out.
What?
Yeah,
okay, well, clearly I scrolled certain parts, but we'll get there.
Anyways, so we're going to talk about that, but we also haven't seen each other in a while, so we thought we should do a little catch up.
A little catch up?
Do.
Why not?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Who's going to go? You want
me
to
go?
Well,
Mine's quick. Mine's quick.
I'll make mine quick because I want to talk about this season.
Slay. Okay, so I promised that I would give you some more Calgary stories, and this one is a really good one that I felt would lighten the mood.
Ooh.
So
is it heavy? Is the mood heavy?
No, but it just will. So I think I had told you about how while I was in Calgary, I went and saw the Trixie and Katya show.
Yeah.
And then the next day following, no, that was just with my sister.
Okay.
But then the next day I went to a drag queen cabaret with my whole family.
I recall.
Which my parents love. And so one of the things so it was it's called Carly's Angels, whatever. It's cute. It's been going on for 25 years in the same establishment without ever changing.
In Calgary?
I know. It's crazy.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And so it's definitely catered towards a different sort of audience than say you or I would normally go to, because it's more like Drag 101. Still good, so still basic entertaining.
What you said was it.
It's outlandish, but not in a way that you're going to be freaked out about. There's a lot of classic drag queen jokes that you've heard, and that I'm sure Carly has perfected over 25 years.
I was going to say, if it's 25 years, sure.
So the best part, though, is that also the demographic of people that go are pretty people that have probably never seen a drag show before, which is why they keep it this way. So at one point, there's a drag queen that's doing, and I can't remember the song, but it involved a tambourine. And so she's going through and she's playing the tambourine and whatever. And she goes up to one of these guys, this guy who's young, but probably hadn't been to a drag show before.
Okay.
And she hands him the tambourine, and then she sort of is just gyrating, and she's expecting him to, she puts her butt out, and she's expecting,
tap it on my bum bum.
What does he do? He holds a tambourine in one hand and slaps her ass.
Bless him. He didn't know what to do.
I've never laughed so hard. Because what do you mean? She demonstrated for you, handed you a tambourine, you held it in the other hand, and you smacked her.
Well, maybe that was his coming out story.
I think it might have been.
Yeah.
I think it might have been.
His coming out
Oh
story.
my God. I was like, you're done, sir. You're done. It was so, oh my God. It was such a good laugh, though.
Well, people are sweet.
They are sweet.
They're
They're so just naive.
Sweet people.
Anyways,
like
that was
that.
my you're done story for you.
So my you're done story is I just came back from vacation.
Okay. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. I have several like you have for Calgary for my you're done stories, but I will do one right now.
Okay.
So when we first got there, we were staying in like one of those boutique hotels in Miami.
Okay.
Right? In South Beach. We were only going to be there for like 3 days before we get on the cruise. And we check in, whatever. It's like late at night. And we go to get the door, open the door with the door key.
Yeah.
Like the card key.
Yeah.
Doesn't open. And we try the second one, doesn't open. So we thought, sometimes it demagnetizes or whatever.
Yeah.
So we go downstairs and tell the front desk, and they're like, "Oh, that's weird. Maybe you did it wrong." Okay. So So
they're like, "You're an idiot."
Like it's the key. And so they came up with us. This one guy came up with us, tried to open it himself with both. He's like, "Oh, it's not working." I said, "Oh, really?
Is it a nice hotel? Generally,
call it. It's like, I don't know how to explain. The ones in South Beach, there's a lot of them, but some of them are a little bit more run down, but it's livable. It's quite livable.
Okay.
Right? Like you're not staying at the Fontainebleau.
Yeah, but you're also not staying at like the Best Western.
Exactly.
Got it.
Right?
Somewhere in between.
So he's like, "Oh, that's super strange. It's not working. So I'll use the master key that he had, like a physical key." And then he's like, "Oh, but I'll send someone over in the morning to fix it." And we're like, okay, so because we're going to be there for like 3 days.
Right, and you were just going to bed anyways?
We're going to bed anyways.
Okay.
So once we're going in, whatever. Next morning, no one's come yet, but we have to go do stuff and see some family. And we come back, and like Angel really needs to go to the washroom, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And granted, we couldn't even find a washroom in the lobby. And now we're waiting forever and a day. There's like a bar, and then there's the front desk. And there's someone at the bar, but no one at the front desk. And we're like waiting forever. Finally, the people come. And they're like, "Yeah, no one fixed the door." And we're like, "So then how are we supposed to get in?"
That's very helpful.
And they're like, "We'd have to find the key." Right? And like, long story short, they like people come try to work on the door, all these things. We wait 45 minutes to even get into the room and with the key. And now I'm just like, no. So you're telling me I still don't have access to get into the room that I paid for?
That's not right.
And it just gave me heebie-jeebies, and things were just making me feel uncomfortable. I even called you. I was like, no, I can't do this.
No.
I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I didn't want to do it. Like, I couldn't.
Yeah.
And so we had to leave.
Yeah.
We had to leave, and like, my husband gave them a little one, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember you saying Angel was going to try.
And in Spanish, too, right?
And they were like, sorry.
No, like, it's going to escalate.
Lo siento.
No, lo siento. Which is correct. But I'm like, that is the most basic. Like, I should be able to have access to get in.
Yeah. Yes.
And the fact that you are the only person that has access to get in, and that's where all my like things are.
No.
No, thank you.
No.
And so his cousin helped us get into like another one in South Beach, which was really, 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 really pretty. Super, super nice on Oceans Drive.
So you upgraded.
So we upgraded.
Slay.
So it was you're done for them because they lost out on our business.
Yeah, and you should put them on blast on the internet.
Oh, he will. Blast.
Well, I'm sorry you had that experience, and I'm glad you're back.
Don't worry. That was just the beginning.
It was just the beginning. You have so much more. I can't wait to hear about everything else.
So much more.
Stay tuned to the next episode where we will be talking more.
There's someone from it that I'm going to get to come on the podcast.
I can't wait.
Like, I'll tell you the stories after.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, into our main topic, which is Love is Blind Season 9. It takes place in Denver, Colorado. And it's funny, I'll put up a picture right here, but from the couples that you focus on, you would not think it was a very diverse cast. But when you see the people that were in it, it definitely was more diverse.
They got a lot of flack from the season before because it was like white. Right? White. And so they were trying to give more, what is it called? Like the colors of Benetton?
Yeah.
Here?
The United Nations.
That's it.
But they didn't focus on that. Like, that's...
No. But there were 2 storylines that kind of had that. But, like, we'll talk about it. But, yeah,
Anyways,
it was diverse-ish.
Yeah, it was diverse-ish. It was beige. Anyways, so we follow ultimately in the end 5 different couples, 4 only that really become like go through the whole thing. So watching it, one of the things, I think we talked about this last time and we did not do it, but one of the things I've seen people do is that when people are in the pod,
they watched it with a screen over. Honestly,
yeah, I would really like to do that.
Doing that so that when it's the
reveal,
we do it too. You know, I thought about that last season. I was like, I want to do that.
I just think I need some of the visual stimulation sometimes because some of the conversations they're having, I'm like,
oh yeah, I definitely fast forward through a lot of it. But then I fast forwarded the first episode a bit, and then there was an engagement at the end, right? And so I was like, I need to go back to see how Ali and Anton like told each other's names, and then decided that I love you so much. I love you so much.
Yeah, the pacing of it is a bit different because what happens, as I understand it, is that there is a day or a couple of days where the engagements happen. And so what you see in it is, so Anton and Ali are one of the couples we follow. They get engaged, like you said in the first episode, but then throughout the cutaways over the next 4 episodes, Anton is still there and he's wearing outfits that he would have worn in the other days.
Yeah, they stay there.
But it's because they just cut up their stuff so that it made it to us seem like it was really quick. But in fact, it just took, they were just like, okay, give them, basically, they wanted to give the audience an engagement every episode to get us hooked because they knew at the end it wouldn't fucking matter.
Production. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So one of the,
well, you got me, Netflix.
But yeah, I do think that the pacing was better. The thing I have to say, producers of the show and Netflix yourself, thank you for the musical budget because the fact that it was not AI music anymore.
Yeah, there used to be songs that are like when someone starts crying.
I'm
the tears from the ocean.
It's so sad. I'm crying in the pod.
The clouds are opening up. Yeah, you're so right.
But they had budget for this, which I was very happy. And I was like, okay, a new production company has gotten involved in this.
Can we get a little bit of Charlie XCX, please?
Yes, right? Yeah. Please. Literally. Everything is romantic. So in this format, do you like that it was longer episodes of the pods?
I typically fast forward the pods regardless.
You want to just get to them?
No, I just need to see when they first met. I need to hear like one other conversation and then the other. Unless there's like, I'm torn between people.
Right.
So and if you bore me, I just skip you altogether. Right. But,
that's fair.
But I don't tend to watch the entire episode in the pods. I'll do the fast forward that I can still see their faces.
So for instance, Anton and Ali, I
fast forwarded them a lot.
Yeah, they were not. I thought they were a mismatch, to be honest, too.
Yeah, like
he was better looking from dead on than he was from the side.
Absolutely, but
and she was just like so gorgeous that
She's gorgeous. But one thing I'll say about Miss Ali, like she tries to act like she is not that Instagram club girl.
Right,
girl, don't fool us, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm a nurse. Okay,
give me that. And then she's like, I don't like that he has like drinks.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. There was some very confusing stuff about that whole relationship around like traditional values that seemed a bit off.
When he was like, so like for the whole week you don't like pick up anything, and she's like, no. I'm like, okay.
But also she wants to be taken care of, and so I'm like, which is it?
She wanted the ring to be $10,000.
Crazy, it's so crazy. Also from like, I'm sorry, he's a truck driver. Now, I'm not saying he can't afford that, but that seems like a pretty extreme ask of a truck driver.
Yeah.
I also loved that they didn't want to call him a truck driver. They called him, he worked in logistics and transportation.
You know what? That's so crazy because I just thought about that. And I was like, guys, just call a spade a spade. Like, if that's your job, that's your job.
It's the way they call like a janitor a facilities engineer.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
No, a janitor, it's a custodian.
Yeah, but then there's like, they add engineer into it.
I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
I mean,
you need
it's like if a chiropractor can call themselves a doctor.
But there are chiropractors that are doctors.
They're not doctors. You
can't. But my chiropractor is a doctor.
But you can't go to medical school for chiropractic. You can't be a chiropractor.
Chiropractor.
Oh, I'm not a chiropractor. but people go to become a chiropractor and then they call themselves a doctor. You are not a doctor.
Yes, but some are.
Sure, but that's because they went to medical school.
Screaming.
Anyways,
so the pods. Do you enjoy the time of the pods?
So here's the thing. I'm of two minds. I also feel the way you feel, which is that I think that it goes on for too long. Yeah. But at the same time...
Unless you excite me.
But I just don't think any conversation is going to be that exciting. I have one that I was like, wow, this is wild. But generally, I do think it's important for them to build the narrative for us. Absolutely. That makes their story important.
Of course, I found myself having to go backwards to fill in gaps that I didn't understand.
What I would propose, and I know producers are listening to us because obviously, my suggestion would be you show only 1 or 2 episodes of the pods, and then as you show more of their life together and more of the stuff, and then as they reference stuff in the pods, then you cut to that. And so you show us that conversation in the pods and how it relates to the conversation.
I hear you on that one, but I don't know if I agree. Because once the pods are done, I just want it to be done. I just want it to be like them being like, see, this is how this is related. Or it's like what then that gives it more of a like, it's giving it more like a, not a sitcom, but like a drama. But it's only supposed to be 10 episodes.
And part of it too is that I also think that they do a really good job where they edit like fucked up shit. Yeah. Like to really make someone look bad, and you could do it way better. Fair. I see value in your idea. I think if they're messing around, I also have a different Love is Blind thing that I could get it at the end, but they say the experiment, the Love is Blind experiment. It doesn't work. We've learned that. True. However, Miss Lauren and Cameron had their baby this week or last week, but they are I think this whole show is based around them. No, was like literally made so that those two could meet each other. Well, and so here is my thing. I think if it's an experiment because it's not a real thing, why not change the format? No, what you think, I can read your mind right now. What he's thinking, y'all, is if it's truly an experiment, put some ugly people, put some fat people. I still believe that. Yeah. But they did a little bit. Oh. There was one gentleman, but no one's ugly, deeply disgusting. No, like as I'm looking at the pictures, but like who's ugly? No one. But there's some normies, and we'll get into that one because that's my main point of this next one. But what I'm actually thinking is that they should make it longer. More than 10 episodes? No, but like they should make the experiment go on for like 3 months or 4 months or something. Like they should live together longer before they get married. See, because a lot of the pressure of why they end up not getting engaged is the after part. Yeah, is because they're like, well, we haven't been together that long, so it's like then let them be together longer and see if they'll get married. I would get that, but that wouldn't be good television. We don't need to see all that. We want you to try to get married after very little bit of time of knowing each other. I get that's where the stakes lies. But I just think that like you have the flexibility. It's part of it too is that like it's not even like we're seeing this in real time. This all happened a year ago. Always, so it's always like, the case. Yeah, so then leverage that year. I think the problem is that would have to be like a social experiment that's not like televised for Netflix. That would have to be like on A&E or something. I don't know. Right? I get production wise, it's probably expensive to do that, but it's like just check in with them not from a cost, but more from a like. It's more drama to have someone try to get married within 4 weeks than giving there's more television hoopla that comes out of that. I just think there'd be more content of stuff. It just wouldn't be juicy. It just wouldn't be juicy. I do know that the point of it is not for people to get engaged. The point of it is to make good television. And guess what they did? They did make some good television. So getting into the first and hottest and juiciest of that was the love triangle, quadruple racism that is Casey, Patrick, and Anna. Yeah. And Blake, which was the... Oh, I forgot about him. So if you need a reminder, Casey was that blonde white girl who... looks like cake. She does look like cake. And the thing about her, because I forgot her name. When you were talking about, I don't really like listening to the pods. Did you hear where she's doing like full sexy, like talking about like they're basically sexting in the pods. Like they're doing like sexy. I definitely skipped that part. Oh my gosh. That was the best one. So okay, quick context. She's claiming that she would be into him no matter what he looks like, which is the biggest lie coming from the biggest liar.
And my brother's with like a Latina.
My dad likes to do
brother's
karaoke
with half black
Korean.
girl.
Yeah, lying.
Lies, girl, lie.
She thought he was a different kind of person of color. Anyways, so there's a point where it seems like he's questioning whether or not she would be attracted to him, and then she just starts like fully like dirty talking him and like talking about how she's like gonna get on top and do all this like nasty stuff. It gets quite like for real. Yeah, of course. And then they get engaged, and lo and behold, she can't even make it to the trip.
Yeah, but let's before we even get there to that. What is your thoughts about like Anna
and Patrick?
Anna leaving.
Okay.
Did you hear her reason?
In the show or outside of the show?
She had posted about the fact that her parents, and her immigrant parents only told them that like she's going on this experiment and they take your phone.
Okay.
And so apparently while she was there, she thought that her parents are going to think that she was kidnapped. And it made her like not be able to sleep because my immigrant parents won't understand what this is. And so they think I'm kidnapped. And that is why she said she left.
Do you believe that?
Girl.
Okay.
Girl, bye. Right?
That is a pretty far-fetched.
Even if that was the case, like, I get that her whole reason is that like, one, she's overwhelmed. Two, she lives in an area, which I can understand, that is predominantly white. And so knowing that Patrick is Asian, she's kind of like, maybe like, I don't know what to do here. And maybe starting to get feelings that she's like, doesn't know what to do with them. Then just say that, or tell him or the other dude that I'm like fearful of that my parents might be worried.
Yeah.
But you ran away.
Yeah.
You ran away.
And you refused to say anything to anybody else. It was very odd.
You ran away. So when she kind of came for him, when they finally did meet, I was like, she was bothered that he did still get engaged to like Kelsey, Cake Face. But like, you also left him. So whatever he chose to do after you left.
Yeah.
It's not on
weird
you.
Where people are like, but you didn't do it to me. It's like, but you made it seem like I wasn't of interest to you. So I have to move on.
Exactly.
That's what has to happen.
I respected the other guy said, well, I'm just going to leave because there's no one else here for me.
Yeah.
Whereas Patrick still had a semblance of
and I wonder if they got together afterwards because we didn't see them interact, Blake and Anna.
Blake and Anna. Oh,
Blake
no,
Blake was the white guy. Yeah, I know. So like,
go to the party.
Maybe they got together because she would have been like, "Wow, you did really care about me."
No. But this girl fully made him tell her that that he's Asian because he didn't want to. I saw that part.
Casey.
Yeah, because the whole point of the experiment is not to know.
Yeah.
And when the doors open and you saw that he's Asian. After he told you he's Asian and played off like, oh, I'm so happy. It's so exciting. And like, you couldn't even tell him that what you told the producers, I can't see myself actually ever finding him attractive. But jumping on him like a pole.
It was really, really, really evil of her. And also dumb to be like telling the producers one thing. Fully knowing you're being recorded, there's a camera pointed at your face, and then to him
and Mike
being like, it's not because of that thing I just said to the producers, which is why it's not because I'm unattracted to you.
So is it that you want to break up or you just don't want to go to Cabo? And she's like, yes. No,
I can't do this.
I just can't do this.
I can't do
this
when
we
anymore.
Go back to Denver, then we can. She's like, yes, no, but it's just. No. But you know what? Let me just grab your face and just love bomb you over and over. Freaking like, might as well just rip the man's clothes off at that point and leave him naked for the world to see.
And then she's like, literally jump hook wraps herself around him. Okay, but to be honest, and maybe when you're in it. But like Patrick, did you really believe her?
No, yeah, but I think...
Did you really, like, he was being naive if he thought that was really...
I can understand that, but she was projecting would make someone think, okay, then maybe... Like, she was literally bawling, but holding him and jumping on him. And so in that moment, like, you guys just met, like, he doesn't know more, so...
Yeah, he doesn't know how she is, like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so... maybe he's like, well, maybe she's just creeped out about cameras and being on the show, and maybe doesn't want to go to Cabo, but we'll continue this.
That girl.
No, she don't like
Did you see what the guy that she kept talking about, what he said about her?
Oh my God, it was like her ex-boyfriend because she said that used to be with like a famous guy.
No, it was like not a famous person, but somebody that she was like she kept getting, things kept happening with, whatever, and that like they were maybe together but maybe not. Anyways, the guy came on TikTok and was basically like, we were never really together, and I of course told her to go on the show because I was like, get her out of my life. He's like, good, if you go on the show, maybe you'll stop texting me.
She looks like she is trouble, and she showcased that.
Yeah.
So
I just think part of her problem is that she doesn't have a lot going on up there, and so there wasn't a lot. I did want to ask you, what did you think about Patrick and Anna having the conversation about their ethnicity? Like, did you think that was like, was it messy? Was it,
part of me liked it and part of me didn't, because I like very, very, I don't even think that any season has had like,
no, not on the American ones,
like cast members, right? And so I was like, finally, and then it almost felt like the story was trying to force them to be together,
like oh my gosh, the Asians got
come together, right? And so that I was like, I don't like this, right? But then also I can understand a line like if they're saying, you know, the areas that they were brought up, all they know around them is people that are white, right? So it's nice to feel familiar with someone that would understand my plight a little bit more. Yeah. So I was on both sides, but it did feel forced.
Contrived, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I had just watched Love is Blind France, which you should watch.
I just finished watching the UK last season.
UK is so good.
Did you watch this last season?
Yeah, I watched it.
Literally at the reunion, everyone's like, actually, we're not married anymore.
Iconic. Literally iconic. We could have done a full,
iconic.
That was such a good season.
So good.
Oh my God. And they broke up with each other like 2 days.
1 day apart.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
No, in the French one, there's actually, they do have some conversations about race that are actually feel a lot more interesting than this one.
Yeah.
Because it's, I appreciate it and I understand, I can understand like what they're coming from. But it was a bit like, okay, if we're going to do all this, like
when you look, I'm looking at the list here. There are 2 Asian people.
Yeah, it's very uncommon.
And they literally, the two Asian people,
there's almost never
find each other.
And generally, if there is an Asian person, it's usually an Asian woman. So it was kind of nice that they had an Asian man who was focused on, but in the end, it still got fucked up. And the fact that it was truly because she was not attracted to him, and it's likely because
he was Asian.
Yeah.
Which is like really sad.
She would claim that's what it was. Yeah.
Whatever. Let's move on from them. I'm over her.
Anyways, I cannot wait to see them at the reunion. She hasn't given the ring back.
She hasn't.
And she claims it's because it's hers.
Girl.
You're not the only one that was hurt by this. Excuse me.
Who else was?
Excuse me.
Like, girl, bye.
Okay.
Joe.
Okay. So then we have Joe and Miss
Madison. Joe and Madison.
Madison is going through a tough time because she's going to lose her eyesight. And Joe was hot.
I totally forgot about.
And Joe was hot. And I really think that she was blinded by Joe.
Did you find Joe hot?
I did. I found him.
I loved him because I thought he was like a great villain.
He was a great villain. He was a bit goofy.
Yeah, and I loved how much he hated Nick.
Oh my God, perfect. Yeah. This is the only homophobia that I support.
Obsession.
Yeah, but no, I thought Joe was the most attractive of the guys that we got to spend time with. The rest were not for me, but wouldn't necessarily even be the type that I would go for. He was very just like classically handsome.
Well, okay, so like when in Cabo, when all the couples meet each other and they're all hanging out, here's the question. Well, let me go backwards. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. When the door opens and they see
he was
get me out.
Turn around.
He literally had a panic attack.
Turn around.
Every now and then I see a Madison that I don't want to get married to.
But then they boned a bunch.
Yeah, but he's just a man that wanted his wet, you know?
My thought on this is that
he probably turned her around.
Oh. I mean, probably.
Probably.
But no, what I'm thinking is that there is a difference. People that are bigger, and I think women who are bigger probably experience this a lot more, but it's that people don't want to be seen with a person that they don't believe that they're too good for, but then they start doing the dirt with them,
And
then they realize
But what-
a little extra cushion is actually way
I
more
didn't
fun.
find her fat.
She isn't, but
She
comparatively
isn't.
to anyone that he's probably been with.
She's tick, but she's good tick.
Yeah, and I'm not here to say anything bad about that, but you could tell he was not.
The moment it opened, the moment that door opened.
He was stuttering. What do you think of her? I mean, it's just overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's just so overwhelming.
But like, I can't wait. Like, it would be great if there was a season that like the doors open and someone was like, "Oh no."
Apparently in Brazil that happens.
Does it? Because I wonder if they're
the guy goes, "No, thank you."
That would be iconic.
Obrigado.
Oh, he's on his Latin tip today. He said, "Lo siento and obrigado." Okay. I'm unwell. You're done. Well, yeah. So then they start boning, whatever, right? And so now they're in Cabo. Man gets he gets wasted.
Oh my god!
But he is drunk.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
he's drunk.
yeah.
At the end of the day, he's just drunk. And Madison's like, "What's going on? You're really freaking me out.
So
What's going on?"
Let's paint the picture. He sends himself home, which, you know what?
I respect it.
I respected.
I respect it.
He's asleep.
He's asleep.
Do you know anybody? I've had people in my life who sleep like the dead. So if you wake them up, it's very disorienting.
Yeah.
Not to mention he's also wasted. Like,
I
so
just
unwell.
realized your picture doesn't have everyone, but you're right.
So, I didn't make it. Anyways, but so there are people that I know that are like that. And I get it. This is like one of their first nights together. She comes in after he's blackout mess in the bed and wakes him up and he's like,
"What's going?" He's like still just trying to get up.
Yeah. Who am I? Like, he doesn't even know his name.
He's like, "What?" He's still drunk. You know when you wake up drunk and you're like, I'm still drunk.
You're like, how did this
happen? That's what's happening. And she's like, "You're really freaking me out.
You're freaking me out. Are you okay?
Are you okay?" And she always does this thing like, "What?
Are you okay?"
And I'm like, "Girl, Madison, don't." And then she'll like go out onto the little terrace and cry.
I've asked you the same thing 6 times, and you just keep saying the same thing to me because you asked me the same question, girl.
And he's drunk. Like, come on.
Have you never seen a drunk person before?
Literally,
Madison?
she hasn't.
I honestly truly believe that she was blinded by his beauty, and so she just like
she let it go.
She let so many red flags. That guy did not like you.
He does not like you. Like, and it's obvious.
He wanted to be on TV, and it wasn't until he was in his tux fitting. That was incredible.
And it's crazy because I actually missed that, but I will go back.
You missed it.
The tux part, I just saw when they had the next episode when it starts off when like
he just like walks into a field. Like he literally just leaves.
I'm gonna go backwards.
It's
to see that.
It's kind of reminiscent of what happens to Edmund at the end.
Okay, yeah.
Which, just in a quick point of that, it was really funny for Eddie and I to watch this. Sorry, Eddie, to tell your like full legal name, but his name is Edmund, and so the fact that there was an Edmund and a Brendan in the same,
like,
spelled wrong for both of us. It wasn't spelled correctly for either. But the way that we would be watching it and they'd be saying our names, and we're like, "What the hell?
Is that us? Yeah.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Like I knew there was no chance.
No.
But I think he even tried to like convince himself when he brought his like mom and his sisters because they actually liked her.
Yeah,
so
of
he was
course.
Like, it was important for me to see my family with her. But I'm like, to her point, like I do think that she's a bit delulu.
Mm-hmm.
But to her point, we have now seen on several times that there are people that don't make it to the wedding.
Yeah.
And I almost respect it a little bit more if just tell me.
Yeah.
What was the point of putting us all? Why would you make me try on a wedding dress?
He is so mean.
And don't say, "Oh, you just came to the conclusion when you're in a tux." You didn't like her from the moment you said eyes on her.
Oh my gosh, but you need to watch it because it was so funny. What happens is he's trying it on, and the attendant who's helping him is like, "So what kind of tie do you want to try?" And he's like, "I don't care." She's like, "Don't you? I mean, are you sure?" Like, we have this tie, we have a bow tie, we have this color. He's like, "I don't care." She's like, "What?" She's like, "Some of the other men are doing this." He's like, "Whatever." And then he's like, literally can see him like disassociating.
Like second by second.
And then he just picks up his phone and he literally walks out, says nothing. He leaves his friends. He just like literally leaves the building. Yeah.
Oh,
and then it's a clip of him walking across the lawn, like, like huffing it to who knows where.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The sad thing about it, and I want to go back, is that Madison, though delusional, was
sweet girl.
really sweet. And I think like she tried really hard, and I felt really sad for her because I did
feel sad for her.
She's also feeling this pressure around this illness that she has or disease that she has. And she thought she found somebody, and it's like she actually doesn't have. Like, she actually is working on a different timeline than other people.
Yeah.
And he's truly just wasting it.
Yeah.
And he was engaged before.
Yeah.
And the fact that
you should know.
So he's a pattern of this, which is...
so he is the problem.
He is the
She had her moments, but he is the problem.
Hot problem.
So that's why he was a good villain for
He will be on Perfect Match.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
But like, as we talk about Megan and the diabetes child, listen.
Yeah, we're not speaking ill of children.
No, because listen, I am Team Jordan heavy.
Yeah, so
because he told her,
even with the chicken blended,
that I had to. At first, I was like, when she looked at him too, I was like, when he put water, a chicken breast, like a cooked chicken breast, and Crystal Light.
That's
in a blender.
What the?
That was probably the most
Light
white.
Is working overtime.
The most white thing I've ever heard.
Get a
protein
my
powder.
People don't claim that. My people don't claim that.
I tell you, my people don't claim that. So
that isn't a white thing. That's like an autistic thing.
I don't know, girl. That's not us. Can't handle God.
Fair enough.
Like, I was team him because he said his truth from the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? And like, you had your opportunity to choose Mr. Mike, who has all the money, who's like, but you're like,
who's a dude, bro.
Maybe I can try something different that I haven't had, and try stability, and try someone that actually loves me for me and not just my money. And then to just like the fact I'll tell you this, y'all. I think what made her be like, I must choose him. Oh, maybe it's my father reincarnated in your child.
I'm sorry, but your daddy did not pick a little boy with diabetes as your son.
But honey, BB, there's like half of America has diabetes.
Get him, girl.
Right? Like,
but not type 1.
But the way that you made it sound is like, we have such a connection because of this disease. There's so many people that have this disease.
Yeah, I understand you wanted to find a connection to your dad, but like, this is not it.
This is not it.
And it was actually kind of evil to do that
to meet their son, his son. It was, make him look at $1 million homes with you, and he's even contemplating, just trying to figure out how he's gonna do it.
The very end where it's like him being interviewed. And
I actually did shed a tear.
Yeah.
During that conversation, because when he'd be like, sometimes I just want to decompress and just sit there.
Yeah.
Right? But then when she's coming for him on that, and when she finally told him, ultimately making herself look so selfish, conceited, ugly person, to be like, I wouldn't actually want to be a mom to your child, and I want to be able to go to, Madrid on a Thursday, right?
Yeah.
And like, he's like, I can't, or play, volleyball at noon.
Why won't you play tennis with me? And he's like, 11.
I can't come you know what I mean? I have a job and I have a child, which you knew.
Yeah.
Right? So to play in his face like that, and when he was interviewed, he said, was there anything that you regret? And when he said, introducing her to my child.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one had me. It was like a movie.
Single tear.
Like that single tear that went down. And the other one, when it crisscrosses over your lip ridge. Yeah,
that's what happens when you drink blended chicken. You learn, you get that skill.
Screaming. But I do think that he, I would say, was the most well-rounded man on this show. And
yes,
I think he was one of the best communicators of a man I've seen on like one of these shows.
Yeah. I
agree. He communicates very, very well. And it was just a shame.
Yeah.
I actually thought they would have got married.
So I have something mean to say.
About him?
About everyone.
Okay.
Specifically, first let's start with Sparkle Megan. Why did she kind of look like Michael Jackson?
The fact that she introduced herself as Michael Jackson every time. Her face is kind of flat, but But like, stop explaining like, I'm Sparkle Megan. Then
where are the
only
sparkles?
2 sparkles I saw? 1, 2 at the rodeo.
Sparkles? Yeah, and like, I hope she's done some work, not on her face, but like,
well, you heard the tea.
Well, so tell the people.
Well, we don't know, but apparently it's going to be announced on the reunion that she's either with child or had a child, because as you said, it's been a year since.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because on her little confessional, when she was like, "This is making me think like if I'd be a bad mother, like would I even have a child?"
Yeah.
And then baboom.
And whose is a better question. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the other thing was that, so Jordan was, I agree with you, he was in many ways the best. Like, I thought Joe was the cutest, but I thought like Jordan was the best
he was the
option.
best guy
but the thing about him is that he was also, I think, very bland. Like he was
bland.
he was the unseasoned chicken in water.
He decided to get some tattoos to hide the bland.
And I understand having routine, and I understand that being important, but like there also is just an element of like he did need to. There needed to be some flexibility to that.
And like where I did agree with her was like, tell me about your job.
Yeah, when I
get home, I don't want to talk about work, but like,
I think he worked in like a call center or something, because he managed a bunch of people and he said he talked to people all day.
On the phone, yeah.
So I think that's what he did.
But it said branch. I thought it said branch manager, so I thought it was like a bank.
Maybe. And the thing is we worked in retail, so I get it. I understood that.
But I come on, I'm like, I gotta tell you this crazy ass story that happened, man.
And sometimes I would be like, I would need 30 minutes to like decompress.
Yeah.
But like not all night, not all day. Like my person I want to talk to, I want you to know about my life. So I think that he has his own struggles there that he'll have to figure out. But honestly, you dodged a bullet. Sparkle Megan.
You dodged a bullet. And like, I know a Range Rover is expensive, but like this girl was talking as if like she had a Maserati that she drives around with. Like,
I think she is quite rich though.
No, I believe that she's quite rich, but the way that even when her friend was like, "Oh, when you see her in her Range Rover and then you're passing with your Kia, doesn't that make you feel like weird?" I'm like, that's not a good friend.
No.
That's just mean.
Okay, but if we're gonna talk about someone crazy like that, going back to Ali and her Russian roommate, who is like, "We don't do that." I don't know what.
That's her mom.
No, Ali's roommate was this Russian girl.
Yeah, I definitely skipped that.
And she was, I wish I could do a Das Vidanya.
Das
Vidanya. In the motherland. I don't know. I can't do a Russian accent. I really want to. But she was basically like, she was a part of that conversation about the $10,000 ring, being like, you think he's going to be able to. She was really like, girl, get out.
Oh,
she was like,
see,
where I'm from, we don't do all of that. Like, he needs to be wealthy.
Oh, I see. I skipped those things.
So it was an interesting thing about wealth and finances in this.
Well, we also have ones that are a little cuckoo.
Are we talking about cuckoo, crazy Nick and Annie? Because I don't have that listed here.
Honestly, I didn't even really want to talk about them because, like, girl, you have a hair salon and that's what the mop on your head looks like, number one. And number two, Nick, like, homophobic man who's most likely gay.
Yes. The fact that, okay, have you ever seen that clip where it's this girl and she's like, it's a horror movie and she's walking. She runs into this guy and she goes, "You're gay."
No.
I'll put it in right now.
Hey, you haven't returned any.
You are gay.
It's so funny because that is literally Nick. And if he isn't, I'm sorry that we're giving you such a hard time. But at the same time, Annie, you work at a hair salon. You've never seen a gay guy before?
Yeah, but then also, like, he was very calculated. Like, opposite of Jonathan, who's a very good communicator, this one is a fake communicator.
Yeah.
Everything felt scripted and, like, not genuine, like
inauthentic.
Skip them.
I mean, I just needed to go. The thing is if you are listening to this, Nick, which I highly doubt you are, but girl, the closet is glass.
Ooh.
Just come out.
Ooh.
And if you're not, and if you're maybe bi, that's also okay.
And that's also okay.
That's also okay. Okay, moving on to
man said an actual, like, from, like, a war cry.
Edmund and Calibria.
Okay.
That was
the moment where KB was like,
we're just careful when you say that. It sounds like we're talking about our KB.
Yes, but we're not talking about her.
But we are. We're always talking about you, our KB.
But in this, from the moment when he galloped at the when they first see each other, there's a clip of her looking back like, "What are you doing?" Right?
Okay, so my favorite line of hers, and I've been saying this ever since I heard it, was he did something and she goes, you're so different. And the way that is both an insult and a compliment at the same time had me reeling. I keep looking at Eddie and I go, you're so different. Like, what a way.
And like, listen, I actually really enjoy him as a person being like, you know, carefree like that.
Kind of
like,
pure in a way.
He's quite pure. Like, I like that for him.
Yeah.
And I like her for her. But those are two that we're not supposed to be together. No. Even when she was like, you know, if a man comes to like step towards me, like, what would you do? Like, he's not a fighter and that's okay. But you're waiting for him to say, be a fighter.
But also it's like, girl, you made up this weird scenario and now you're mad about him not.
Like, he said, I'm not going to fight anyone. I'm not a type of person.
Yeah.
However, he is like, you know, these other couples got some pum-pum and
oh my God.
And like,
him?
You don't want to.
Is it
because I'm nice.
So nice.
You have to extend it. Nice. And her face was like, girl, like, run away. Right? Like, she was like, you're crying right now because I met you 3 days ago and our wedding's in 3 weeks. And I'm not sleeping with you right now.
But I've had a one night stand and now suddenly
in my life,
and I'm on the chopping block for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and she was saying that he like was very different on camera, which
she did say that. And that's what she said at the reunion on the clip. And he was like, "No, I wasn't." And then she goes into her bra to pull something out.
So I have a feeling that there was maybe something else that was going on there.
I can see that she tried. I think she really tried.
Yes.
But she tried to convince herself that she likes this man that she doesn't like.
Okay, but
because she's a social worker.
Well, and that was exactly my point. Is that I find that people that work in therapy,
they
social work,
save everybody.
Yeah, and they
got to save everybody.
And they don't really look at the red flags of like how this won't work because it won't work for you too. Not because this person has issues, not because this person whatever. Yeah. You can be super empathetic and understand and have care for somebody and not have to be with them.
Yeah.
And I understand that
and it was a hard thing for her to see.
She was parenting him.
It
honestly seemed like
even
she was
after
mothering
she
him
said
all the
no,
time.
which she never actually said. She just looked away when he had his growl, right? She then held his face and gave him a parental
you're gonna be okay
speech.
The way but I also was sort of obsessed with when they walked out of their wedding and he's like maybe we can and do
she's
this.
like,
she's like, you'll always be special to me.
No, but you know what she said? I never cut things off completely. And so to that I was like, girl, just tell him no.
Right. But it was some of the way she was saying it.
Sound
she
a
was
little
like,
open air.
She's like, you'll always be special.
It
was like
it
felt final to me. I was like, oh, that's
it is final. But then even like I know it's final for her too, but she decided to say that line to a very fragile person. However, I did actually really enjoy the relationship with his teacher.
But also it seemed a bit odd because I was like, I liked that relationship, but were they in touch until then?
I think so.
It didn't seem like it. It seemed like he was like,
she did not see him since he was 5.
Welsh, have you seen me since grade 5? Can you come?
No. I don't think that. Like, because there's a lot of teachers that really, really help kids like that.
Yeah. I hope
that
so.
One,
it just seemed...
No, that one felt for me like you've been a constant in my life.
I'm just surprised we didn't see her before at any point. That was why it seemed
he talked about her though.
Oh, did he?
He did. He talked about her.
I
was more like, where'd your mom go?
Well, she had her own things. Yeah, I felt a bit bad for just generally. It seemed like he didn't have a lot of people close.
That's why I was like, and I felt it because and I think that's why she gave him that speech, because he really will think that everything is wrong with me.
Yeah, he'll find somebody that that kind of
is quirky,
and he's also he's got a nice body. He's a handsome guy.
That's what she said to him
at the wedding was crazy work.
Take that out. But the wedding's no one got married.
Nobody got married. Not a single person. It is the most unsuccessful season they've ever had, and they have multiple international seasons.
I was going to say, is there any international season that
nothing has happened where not a single person didn't? At least one couple,
or people will get married and then divorce quickly
that's
after,
fine.
But not even one. And truly, I thought the only one was going to be Sparkle Megan.
Yeah,
and
me
Jonathan.
too. And
Jordan.
The thing I think about it that I appreciated.
And Allie also, I actually thought that could have happened, but then when everyone else is crying after, she like, why is she smiling in the montage at the end against the glass? She's like,
yeah. I did like that every single one was because the woman ended it.
Yeah,
every single one.
Well, at the altar, yes.
Yeah. And here's the thing,
but like Joe.
To go back to Sparkle, Megan, and Jordan, that was really tragic. I have a lot of respect for her that she did not take them to the altar because he would have had his son there.
Yes.
And
I agree with
to
you
have
on that.
done that in front of his son would have been, I think she did have some level of, self.
Oh, I think she loves him, but she's like, I can't love your life.
Yeah. Oh, that's a really good TM that, Sparkle Megan. Yeah, no one getting married was iconic in a lot of ways, actually. I think the thing that they have to struggle with, though, as producers, is that this can't happen again.
This can't happen
again.
You
can have you can have like basically the cursed season, which is this one.
Can't happen
but
again.
if
because
season
then why
10,
are we watching this?
No one will keep up with it.
No one will
it's
keep
not
up
really.
with this.
I do think that the reunion is going to be messy because of that.
I really hope it is, but like my also worry is that like maybe we gassed it too much so that it will be boring. But but there's so much content.
There's so much content, and the reason why I think it'll be really messy is because nobody has any reason to protect anyone else anymore.
True.
Normally, it's like there's this like sort of mixed bag of like people who are still together and people who aren't.
You don't want to call anyone out.
Exactly, and so they're like there's all these like games that are being played. This is like. Whoever's friends with whoever's friends, they don't have to be nice to someone else's person.
Well, did you hear that, what's it called? Madison and, what's his name? Anton are probably dating?
Okay, slay. It's not the group I would have thought. Okay.
Yeah, apparently we'll find that out at the...
I mean, iconic. I would like... I don't know. Half these people, could you imagine also getting cast for this show and then just not being ever on it?
That's like, well, it's just because like you're boring. But like, I could see Joe and Kelsey being together, but it being toxic AF.
Oh my God, but it would be perfect. Their one brain cell would just like bounce between the
literally.
two of them.
Literally.
She'd be like, your teeth are so pretty. Your teeth are so pretty. You want to go get golf? Let's go get golf.
And then you have freaking the hairdresser from hell.
It's like
Annie being like, so do you love me?
Do you want to put on a wig?
Do you love me?
It's on a wig. This is my hair. The rat's nest.
The rat nest on her head. But I'm really excited for the reunion because I want it to be really good, but I hope we're not hyping it. But like the season, thank you, Netflix, for this season.
It was very entertaining.
Let it never happen like this again. And we'd like to see some love.
Yeah.
Because it is called Love is Blind. I guess this season really encapsulated love is not blind.
I don't know if it's next season or the season after, but there is a Toronto season that's coming.
Oh.
Yeah, they cast for it, and I believe like it's already happened.
Interesting. And so that one will be very interesting.
Okay, if the Toronto man's accent comes out,
there'll be one or two.
Cooked. We're all cooked.
There'll be one or two.
Yeah.
There'll be one or two.
Let's hope that the Jays win.
Yeah, I'm wearing like Jays stuff.
Yeah, let's hope the Jays win so that when Toronto's comes out, we'll have boosted our reputation enough that when that season comes out, it can't pull us into the red.
You know how Love Island, they have people come in for like
the correspondent
after Sun.
Yeah,
we could do that.
Let's see if we can pitch that to Netflix.
Yeah.
I'll send this episode directly.
That's actually really cool. Yeah, we would love it. Well, if you aren't watching Love is Blind, watch it. Catch up by tomorrow.
Well, we gave you everything you need to get.
Yeah, you don't actually need to watch it.
You could just watch the reunion. But
exactly.
But for the sake of our Netflix sponsorship coming up, rewatch the whole season.
Absolutely.
And seasons 1 through 8 and every international season. UK 1 and 2 is really good. France is really good. And the Brazil one where that guy says obrigado is... I don't even think that's what he says.
But yeah, we just, we love a good trash TV.
We do.
It's
so good. Well, as always, make sure to like and subscribe. Tell a friend. And did you fall in love sight unseen? What is
yeah. Now that you're here, did you fall in love sight unseen? Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Do you believe? Whatever. Love is blind.
Love is blind. Or is it?
Bye.